So I'm heading to the bank, and I might just walk into a store real quick. But for these past few days, I've been doing a lot of late evening drives. So I don't really record anything because it's too dark to record anything. But there's days that I feel normal. Actually, I haven't feel really panicky or at all or anything. I haven't. There's days that I do get a couple of little symptoms in there, but nothing too crazy. I know it sounds like I'm breathing really heavily right now, but it is pretty hot, even though it's fall right now. But I live in California, so sometimes it's still hot during fall. So it does still feel like it feels like the beginning of spring. That's how it feels like right now. So as far as what I've been doing, like I mentioned, I've been doing a lot of driving during the late evening hours. Because I used to work at night, so I kind of, my mind is like used to that, being up at night. And doing this at night. So yeah, like I said, that's where my mindset is at now. Just doing things I like. Not forcing myself to go out every day, but just to do it. When I'm leaving my house, I don't think that I'm doing it because for my exposure therapy. I'm just doing it because I want to. When you have anxiety, and you fear leaving your house, the worst thing you can do is think about, oh my God, I have to leave the house. Don't think that you have to leave your house. Just leave the house. I know you might be saying, oh, that's easier said than done. But, when you think about leaving the house, and you haven't left your house in X amount of time, thinking about it too much might cause you to have a panic attack. When I start leaving my house nonstop, I don't know how many days now, but, 500 something days, I don't really think about it like I used to. For the first 100 something days, every day I would be thinking about it. I would say, oh my God, I have to leave my house. I don't want to miss a day. And every time I say, oh my God, I start getting panicky, and then I would say, okay, never mind, I'll just go later, and and then later becomes later, and then next thing you know, it's like 9 p.m. in the evening, and then I would say, okay, I better leave now. And there's days that I wouldn't even leave my house to like almost midnight because I didn't want to miss a day. And if I came close to missing a day, I would start having negative thoughts. And when you have negative thoughts with anxiety, those are the worst. And then you can't get over your negative thoughts. You keep thinking about it. You keep like, oh my God, why am I thinking about my negative thoughts? Why this? Why that? But after a while, I gave up. I said, you know what? My negative thoughts are what's causing me to have more anxiety. So whatever my negative thoughts were, I work on it. My negative thoughts say I can't go out to get my mail. I went out to get my mail. My negative thoughts say I won't be able to do this. I went out and do what I said I couldn't do. So the more you do what your negative thoughts tell you can't do, those thoughts will become positive thoughts, and then you slowly overcome your negative thoughts. Because like I said, before, I used to get, as soon as I woke up, I would have negative thoughts nonstop. Negative. And after all those negative thoughts went away, my depression went away. my depression came because of my anxiety. You know, some people have depression without having panic attacks or without having anxiety. You know, like I said, I only had depression because of my anxiety. So because of my negative thinking that, you know, I won't ever get to drive again. I won't get to do this. I won't get to do that. So the more I did the things I said I couldn't do, the less anxiety I felt, the less depression I felt, you know. But like I say, if you have depression from your anxiety, from your negative thoughts, then work towards them. But at the same time, don't push yourself and don't overdo it. You know, take little baby steps, and next thing you know, you get better. But anyways, that's pretty much it for today.